Hello, everybody. Welcome into another night here in the eRacing Pro Series, where we are headed to Portugal tonight. And like we were told last week, we do not have Yoshi with us as she's on her way back home to old Cincinnati. But that's okay. We have one of my NASCAR buddies, one of my used to be a freaking rival, but now is like kind of a teammate, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to call you, but Sniper from Killswitch is in here. Sniper, what's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So I needed to find a helper, broadcaster, co-anchor tonight, and I mean, I think you broadcast maybe 10 of the FR NASCAR races with me last year. Had a great time, and I hit you up, or you hit me up. One of us hit one of us up earlier, and I quizzed you on a bunch of things about F1, and you obviously know more about F1 than I do. So we're definitely glad that you're here, and glad that you don't have the option. You're going to do the rest of the season with us because I said so. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, thanks for signing me up for that.
No problem. You're going to enjoy these guys. So these are some of the greatest F1 drivers that I've ever seen on Monday nights at 8:45 on the Hell Yes Let's Go Racing Network. Um, to be very specific. But tonight, we're going to welcome back Paul Gonzalez. He is back from El Mexico, so he missed the last 2 weeks. Jay Dameron back in the race tonight because Georgia won the national championship. So he has no dog in the fight tonight between the Cowboys and the what's the retirement team? The retirement home? Tampa Bay. The Bucks. Yep. Yeah, no dog in that fight, and so he's gonna be in the race tonight. And a team that we didn't see last week at all in the race. There's at least one of them here,
Haas.
and that's Haas. Haas has a driver in the field tonight, so definitely, gonna be it's gonna be a race. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad. I couldn't tell you. Um, I've never raced at Portugal. That's one of the ones that I haven't got to yet. Um,
I haven't either. I mean, I have F1 20. That is the newest one
20,
I have. That is
20,
the newest one I have.
bro. Well, 22. It's 22 and 20. They're not even the same car.
They're not. They're extremely different.
Yeah, yeah, they
As
are.
as you shared played 22 with me the one time, and it is completely different. So.
It is. It is night and day difference. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see this. I don't know. So every race so far that he's made it to, Favre has sat on the provisional pole for most of qualifying, and then with less than 3 minutes to go, he drops like second or third. So my thing in qualifying here, 15 minutes, is can Favre get it, keep it, and maintain the front spot? Let's see. What about DB, man? DB's been having some crap luck the last couple of races. I just want to see him finish one.
Oh my
Top
God.
five. That's what I want. I want a top five out of DB. Um,
I mean, no offense to Yoshi, she's been doing great in the broadcast booth, but she 100% jinxed DB last week. That
uh,
is
we all do. You'll do it too. You'll jinx someone tonight. So
I'm
just
sure.
watch what you say. All right. Um, Lucifer listens. That's funny.
Oh
That's so
boy.
funny. But
Lucy listens?
Lucifer listens to the broadcast or to the broadcast while we're broadcasting. And so like I can get him to do things on the track by just saying it up here and like being like, like there was one race I was like, it's not gonna be a real race if he doesn't win by 20 seconds, and he pushed the hell out of his car, and when he got to 19 and a half seconds he almost spun his car out, but he was trying to get to that 20-second mark he'd shut me up. It was so funny. And when he got in the lobby, he was talking about it. So it's fun to fuck with, mess with, mess with Lucifer, Hayden. Um, the
Oh boy.
Bros boys are back tonight. Ex Bros, Austin Bros, and Mike Bros, which is Mike RPM. Um, those are brothers. Mike's younger brother is ex Bros up top, Austin. King C Dot had great his first him and where's Willie? Willie's not here tonight. No, is he? I don't see Free Willie. So Free Willy, after getting his first podium last week, and King C-Dot as well.
No,
C-Dot's in here tonight, though. And really excited. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and make this announcement here tonight just because it's qualifying and we're getting everything set up. But so we're going to be bringing the eRacing Pro Series over to NASCAR. We're going to be running their second tier series, the Xfinity Series, on Wednesday nights at 8:45. And a couple of these guys actually are going to be racing with us over there, so super excited for that. I know Mike Bross will be over there. DB is definitely going to be in there. King C-Dot Cliff, he's a good little NASCAR guy. He's going to be over there. Let's see. We're trying to get Slade. I don't know. I haven't heard any words on that. A bunch of the guys that these guys race with in Valor. A lot of the Valor guys are going to be in there. Sniper's going to be in it. I'm going to be racing in it. So that's going to be on Wednesday nights here coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned because eRacing branching out to other racing series, other games. It's not just F1 anymore for these boys. So stay tuned for that as we've got some guys out on their outlaps. And we're going to ride around with Favre tonight just because, Favre's been that guy that's dominated the beginning half of qualifying all season when he's here. And like I said, just can't close the deal. So we're going to ride around with him for his first hot lap tonight and see what he can do. He got a little up on the bumper coming out, but that is okay. The way he shifts through these gears is just awesome. This is so amazing to just sit from this view and watch. Oh! Hold on one second, Sniper. Quit talking for just a minute. I gotta turn you up. I forgot I'm not gonna blow your shit up here on the broadcast. I just gotta turn you back up to being normal. All right,
doesn't work.
What'd you say?
Back that 4 clicks, that didn't work.
No, okay. Okay, since we're talking 4 clicks, I'll let it know. Sniper is a loud mother effer, okay? So whenever we're in a league race, I have to turn him down. His rule is Sniper is a 4-click boy. You turn him down to 4 clicks, and that's where he stays. But when you broadcast, I got to turn him up so you guys can hear him because the racing engines are kind of loud. But what were you saying there right before I told you to stop talking?
I was bringing up how with you being broadcasting and me riding alongside with you for a good amount of the races in FR's top series, you've rode along with Favre a long time.
Oh yeah, I mean Favre is someone. I mean over there in NASCAR, if you want to be up front, you're riding on Favre's view. But here, it's really interesting to see him come from NASCAR over to the F1 world, where it's completely different. You bring nothing from NASCAR into the F1 game. You bring more of the F1 into the NASCAR game. You learn you learn about putting that egg under your throttle here in F1. Where over in NASCAR, for me, before I started racing in F1 races, I was balls to the wall, pedal to the pedal. Now that I've been over here, I've learned a lot more about throttle control. So that's that. And 9-10 people taking a lap, Favre back up front. I mean, like I said, it's been like that all season this year. Favre getting out there early, getting a nice fast lap down while the track's still greasy and slick. And then as these guys start to wear in some tread, look for the McLaren boys to rise to the top, where they've had great qualifying runs all but last week.
Well, also,
not the best one.
Want to point out a little bit. Watching along, Lucifer. He's on the medium tire compound, and I know he talked about this last week after
He did.
his
He
win.
did. And I liked that. That was awesome. So, did you remember what he said about why he was on the medium compounds in qualifying?
So he can start on a fresh set of, like, he'll start on the tires.
So that he has a fresh set of softs in the race. Yep.
Yeah, which will give him more speed towards the end, and I mean, it's a smart play.
Yep.
I mean,
so here we're riding with Paul Gonzalez. Paul back from Mexico, down there for a couple weeks. Hope he didn't drink the water. As he moves up into the P10, still waiting for C-Dot, Spidey, and and he completed a lap, but he's last on the speed chart so far. Jake, it's funny that we all know each other like outside the game. Really, it's really awesome. So it's outside of F1, but Jake kicking everybody's tail right now in a big 20-man Madden tournament. After this race tonight, he's going to be throwing the pigskins, trying to be the only undefeated team in the tournament. If he wins tonight, it's over. Finally, the tournament that started on Christmas Day will finally end almost a month later. I am excited for that. So riding along with Paul here, still DB or Favre up front. DB in that second spot. These guys still on pit road. Looks like we're going to ride along with Johnny here. He's on his out lap. Warming up them tires, getting ready. Got a few more corners here.
no, Niner, when it comes to F1, what has to be your favorite track to run on?
So the night I got the game when everybody in the league got the game. They all got it the night it came out. And the first race we went to was Miami. In the rain. And I loved it. So I love the brand new course for 2022, and that is the course down in Miami.
Nice.
Lots of fun.
Now, what's your least favorite?
Coda.
Really?
Coda sucks ass.
To be honest, that's my grant. I have 20, but that's my favorite track.
I would only expect that to be your favorite track because it sucks ass.
It's that track in Canada.
Canada. So I do like Austria too.
Yes.
Austria is fun. It's got a lot of elevation change, and I really like that. That's a lot of fun. So Austria actually reminds me a lot of Canadian Tire over on the NASCAR side. So I do really like Austria.
With the elevation change, but the speed is
speed's completely different. Speed is completely different. Absolutely. But it does have sweeping corners, like it has those sweeping corners like Canadian Tire does. Like going down turn 2, 3, when you're coming down that hill, the first one where, sometimes you're on one tire going down that hill. I mean, that's
two flying off the track.
Who?
You.
No, dude, Canadian Tire's my best road course. I don't know why everybody kept saying they thought I was shitty at Canadian Tire. I mean, that's my favorite and best road course. And that's why, you gave me a setup for there, and I was like, I didn't really need it. But you were faster than me, because you're fast, dude. You're one of the faster guys. I consider one of the faster guys on the game over there, especially for the age group you're in. Absolutely. The wet behind.
That's some of the nicest stuff you've ever said to me.
The wet behind the ears age group. little pups, little newbies.
As looks like Johnny Damon will clock off the 4th fastest time of the session.
There's Scott on an outlap. No, yes, maybe.
JD Ramon is on his outlap, as well as C-Dot.
Yes, we're gonna ride along with old Cliff here, and Sniper might remember Cliff from broadcasting the Talladega race with me for Killswitch.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, Cliff was my co-anchor over there. Really smart in the NASCAR world, and doing well over here in the F1 side of things. and excited to see what he brings to the eRacing Pro Series Xfinity Series, which will be starting here in about 3 weeks. So make sure you guys tune into that. We will be live streaming those, whether they are from the driver cockpit or they are from the broadcast booth. You will get to see those live here every Wednesday night on the eRacing Pro Series channel, part of the Hell Racing, Hell Yes, Let's Go Race Productions team. We've got not long, 6.5 minutes left of qualifying. And here's a hottie for C-Dot going out for his first hot lap of the night. Ooh, he took that corner really good.
Johnny Damon and Farmer also on their out laps.
Okay, so he's done something with his setup. I like it, the way he can get over those rumble strips and it not upset his car at all. So he's definitely been working on a good setup here. He's not spinning coming off the corner. A lot of these guys are getting very loose coming off of some of these tight corners, and C-Dot seems to be doing super well in these tight corners right now. This looks like it might be a good lap for him. I've got half a second left to see, or half a minute left. Now see, this corner right here gets me because it's blind to the driver. You don't see it going up the hill. You don't see where the brake and turn. You really have to be able to use your visual spots to do your brakes and gear shifting, because you do not see the track for about, I don't know, maybe a second and a half.
Oh yeah, it's that's probably one of my least favorite parts about Mid-Ohio on the NASCAR side, as there are some of those blind corners on that track.
And put C-Dot to the top of the board with a 1:17.777. Boy needs to go to Vegas. That is a lot of sevens right there for him. I just hope that 7 does not mean Brady will be getting his 7th Super Bowl. Oh wait, he has 7, doesn't he?
He already has 7. Yes, he does. And 6 with the greatest NFL dynasty in NFL history, the New England Patriots.
I was gonna say, dude, the Niners only have 5. We're not that. We don't have 6. You're wrong.
I will say what the Niners have been doing with Brock Purdy is I can't wait to see what he's doing in his career.
Yeah. My bad. I thought you were talking about like legacy teams and great teams overall ever in the history of the NFL, because we have 5 Super Bowl rings with 2 different quarterbacks, 3 different coaches, and we have appeared in 7 Super Bowls, and the first 5 of them we appeared in, we won. So I mean, it's you know, I guess you can't really say it's the greatest team of all time when you had the same coach and same quarterback that won all your Super Bowls, when I mean, ours were spread out because we are the greatest team of all time, and we keep our team the greatest team when we are going to Super Bowls in every decade since the NFL has been around. Just saying. Somebody didn't get hot until 2001. So put King C-Dot back into the pits, and let's go right around with Ty Kangas. Ty Kangas out here roaming the streets of Portugal with 3.5 minutes left in qualifying, and C-Dot to the top of the board. I did not see that coming. And Favre.
You just got to go back to look at C-Dot's lap. I mean, like you were saying, he was able to create something to make him stable over the rumble strips, and he was able to use every bit of the track to his advantage, and I mean, he put down a fast lap.
Yeah.
There was no luck in those 7.7s.
No, it's so weird. The year that I've been doing these F1 races, how much more knowledge I've gotten just from sitting up here watching these cars race. Like, I would never have called a lap like that for a driver and been like, this is going to be a fast lap. I wouldn't have been able to tell you what a fast lap was riding on a car a year ago. And now I'm able to tell, like, how your car handles. Like, right there, when he just puts his right tires on that rumble strip, you can tell a lot by someone's car by just the way their setup is and the way it handles.
Oh, yeah.
I have a hard time calling these things cars, too. They're not cars. They're not cars. The machines, yes, the machines. I used to call them airplanes with wheels.
No, those are sprint cars.
These look like airplanes with wheels, bro. They look like something.
Actually fly.
Oh, I've seen an F1 car fly. It didn't
Well,
land. It didn't. It didn't land well.
Car fly, but I believe it was Joey Logano doing a barrel roll at Talladega that we've seen him fly.
We have in the very first race this year at Daytona, we got to see what the underside of the car looked like when Harrison Burton went upside down.
As well as I believe it was Charlotte with Chris Buescher when he hit the drain.
Yes, but my favorite upside down car in NASCAR. Ooh, I like that. Sniper, what is your favorite car to ever go upside down in NASCAR? What was the best wreck that went upside down? Because the best wreck, the best wreck in NASCAR did not go upside down.
I have to say probably one of the best wrecks that I've seen where a car was lifted up off the ground and flipped was, I believe, I can't say I'm not 100% sure on the year, but it was Talladega with I believe it was Mark Martin and Tony Stewart. It was the big one.
It was not. Hold on. It was Michael Waltrip and Tony Stewart and Matt Kenseth, who will be inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame this week, won that race by almost a half a lap because Tony Stewart took out second on back.
In the pink Ford.
In the pink Ford won that race. That is correct. Mark Martin never flipped.
Well, I never said he flipped. I said Tony Stewart flipped.
Oh, Tony Stewart flipped over the whole field. Multiple times. Not just that race. The race that Earnhardt died in. 20 laps before Earnhardt died. Tony Stewart flipped over the entire field, landed on top of his teammate Bobby Labonte. One of the worst wrecks I've ever seen. And nobody got hurt in that wreck. Crazy. Crazy. But to me, best wreck in NASCAR to not have a flip in it, Michael McDowell qualifying at Texas destroyed his car. I thought he was dead and just got up and stood up, dude. One of the best wrecks I've ever seen. Second best wreck in NASCAR where the car did not flip, Michael Waltrip hitting the gate at Bristol, and his car literally disintegrated. Absolutely. And his feet were on the track. He stood up and walked away from his car. Didn't open a door, didn't step over anything, just walked right out. So here we are, final lap of qualifying. CDOT still out front. We're riding on Spider right now as Lucifer. Like I said, those McLaren boys at the last minute, we're going to go up to the front. Let's see if Spider can do nothing. He cannot. So Favre, again, going to be the third starter as he led early, but they came for him at the end. CDOT starting, I believe, in his best starting spot of the season in second. And we have...
Well, my question is Favre out on the track near the Mercedes coming to the front stretch?
Let's see.
Yeah, he is.
He is, but he qualified third. Which is okay. Not a bad day for Favre. So Lucifer out front. CDOT second. Favre third. Johnny Damon fourth. Knack fifth. Spider sixth. DB starting seventh. Bross eighth. The other Bross ninth. Ty in 10th. Welcome back, Paul. He's starting 11th. Wolfsburg 12th.
Oh, no. Oh, it hurts.
And there's our starting lineup.
J.D. Ramone started at the tail of the field. That one hurts.
Is he, though?
13th. Unless someone else joins. That is 13th. That is tail of the field.
Yep, so great job, Lucifer, Hayden, whoever you are. God, get
the
in
man
pole.
that lost a bet. I believe that's what it was. He lost the bet.
No, his friend told him he drove like the devil, so he changed his name. He said he wanted to change his name. That's what he changed it. All right.
Well, he is
super excited. See, I want to take my car on that inner track. You see that shit where that red car's like rolling down the hill? Like, that'd be so much fun to take my Traverse down. and just, you know, make sure I have maximum coverage insurance and just send it.
Only you. No, I will say one cool thing that I would definitely want to do is if I ever got into iRacing and run the World of Outlaw late models, is the winner gets to go out in a super late model at Charlotte if they win the title. That would be pretty freaking cool. I believe you go out with Clint Boyer as well. So
The only place I'd want to go out with Clint Boyer to is a fucking bar. That's it. I mean, dudes, or a comedy club.
Oh, absolutely.
I love me some Clint Boyer. All right, guys, so here we are in Portugal. My name's Sniper. That's Niner. And we're set to do things down here in the, I don't know, what continent is Portugal in? South America? Spain? Like, I don't know, what's that continent over there? Europe? Where is Portugal? Hey Alexa, where is Portugal?
Portugal is a country in southern Europe. It shares
Oh.
a border with Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at me. I said some of the right words. I said Europe and Spain.
You did.
After I said South America, so.
You also got to realize Cristiano Ronaldo. When you think Portugal, a lot of people think about Ronaldo.
Who's Cristiano Ronaldo?
One of the greatest soccer players to ever live.
Oh, I
Second
don't. I don't. I'm sorry. No offense. I watch football, not soccer. I'm a man.
I do too, but I just know of him.
Ah. Yes,
Because they're
Sniper's
all on
actually
their formation.
Sniper's actually a beast, dude. Sniper, this guy, this young buck here, plays lacrosse for played lacrosse in high school. Plays lacrosse for a starter college that doesn't know how to spell their name or write the English language. But they do teach their students that toilets south of the border flush the wrong way. We did learn that with Sniper one night. As he was trying to spell the name of his college, and he goes to Madai, and it's spelled Medella. But it's cool. We don't hold that against him because he knows what he's doing behind the wheel of a race car, and he wouldn't be here if he didn't. So, Sniper, I'm gonna let you take him to the green tonight, man, because I feel like F1 is kind of your thing.
I mean, dude, road courses are usually my
Oh,
favorite.
and the leader spins on. Oh no.
Those are to warm up the tires.
Well, he warmed him up and cooled him down and drove through some signs and.
He was the devil to those signs.
Ooh, he is going to have. He is going to have a long race. No sprint race tonight, just 33 laps. I don't remember if we are going to have another sprint race this season. I know we had talked about it. I have not read that in the Discord lately to see if we were going to do that sprint race, because we had the one where everyone got kicked out because they changed tires or didn't change tires, or it was just a mess. So I don't know if we're doing another stage race, sprint race this season. But here we are, getting ready to go green. Guys are pulling into their boxes right now, and we are going to ride with King C-Dot as Sniper brings us to the green in 3.
No pressure.
1.
And they're going green.
Yeah. Oh, and C-Dot on the outside, getting the inside lane in the first turn. He's going to get the lead from Hayden, and Hayden's going to dive it back in on the inside and push C-Dot out a little. Oh, and he's going to slow up the field just a little bit because they got together. Oh, C-Dot and Hayden side by side, wheel, rim to rim going into the corner. C-Dot got that inside lane in the hairpin turn. Oh, but he gets loose. Hayden gets a great drive off the corner. C-Dot's going to drop back third, fourth, fifth. As Hayden starts to do his duty and drive away from the field, he gets loose and off the track. Oh, Hayden loose and off the track. Put Favre out front. Him and Hayden now. Hayden on the inside, battling wheel to wheel. Oh, Favre out wide. Hayden able to lift and let Favre get the position. Favre down on the inside. He's going to pull around and take the lead coming out of that corner. But Hayden taking a wide, fast turn. And he gets him on the inside. He gets Favre. He pushes Favre. They are 3 wide for the lead. Favre fighting hard on that outside. Favre gets around. Oh, gets around both of them. Give Favre the lead coming through the chute. Man, what a lap for lap 1. Are we going to get 33 of these suckers? Hell yes, let's go. And now Favre back to third. Somehow Hayden able to get the power down the hill. Hayden back up front. And Johnny Damon, where did he come from? Up there in second. Favre under pressure from Hayden's teammate, the other McLaren car of Spider, right there for that third position. Favre dropping like a rock from the lead all the way back to fourth now, as he is under pressure from Knack and Spider. But don't look too far in your rearview mirror there, FRR, Far Forever. You got MJ, you got King C-Dot, you got Ty Kangas, you got DB all lined up to pounce on you from the inside lane, going through these corners. As Lucifer's out front, but Johnny Damon, Johnny Damon is coming. Lucifer does not have the Hayden-style car we are used to seeing. As we left the broadcast last week, I said he'd be in victory lane tonight because of how much he hates this track. Hayden said he didn't even think he'd make it to the end of the race. But he's out here leading right now, but Johnny Damon knows Hayden hates this place, and he is all over the back of him, looking for the lead. Oh, Lucifer able to get a drive off of the corner and pull a huge distance away from Johnny Damon.
As we did have one car spin in section 2, as that was JD Ramon. So he is back going, but I mean, Lucifer said that he wasn't going to have anything. Well, it looks like he's got something. He's just want to be able to have to hold his car.
And while his Jinx isn't here tonight, so we're going to ride along with DB to see if we can give him some good luck after the bad luck that Miss Yoshi gave him last week. And here, DB gets a great drive off of that corner. I just like the engine sound coming off. He did a great. He does great. I mean, DB obviously does great. He wouldn't be racing here if he didn't. All these guys, definitely top tier racers here. And speaking from experience, you can put a hell of a lot of fast guys into a room together, but not all of them can finish first. Somebody has to finish in the back. No matter how fast you are, you can be the top 12 fastest guys on the game. Somebody has to be 12th in the race. But so all these guys definitely out here flexing muscle at different times in the races, and don't ever want to take anything away from any of these guys, because if they are in this league, they're in this league for a reason.
As Johnny Damon is dropping. I believe he may have gotten loose or something.
But I didn't see him. Where? All right, C-Dot on the inside of Mike Bross. These guys, you know, they've bumped uglies this season a couple times, and you know, race car drivers are like elephants; they never forget. So we will see. We will see if that does anything with things that have happened in the past this season. Not that I am one for payback, especially not in F1. F1, it's really hard to give payback because 9 times out of 10, if you're going to try to hurt somebody, you're going to hurt yourself even more. So here we are running with Knack. Knack back in the 4th position. Oh, uh-oh. And Lucifer dropping through the field. There goes Spider for the lead and Favre for 2nd. Lucifer back to 3rd, and here comes Knack all over the back of Lucifer. Oh, Favre gets pushed out wide by Lucifer. Push Favre back to 5th, 4th. As MJ Bros back there with him, challenging him. But here comes Knack to the front.
As you said earlier, look out for the McLaren boys as they are 1-2.
They are. Spider having a hell of a season, winning 2 of the first 3 races of the year. Was the points leader before Hayden went on this tear. But McLaren having a stellar start to this 8th season here in the eRacing Pro Series. As 1, 2, 3 battling nose to tail. One slip up and you're going to lose your wing. So you are being super careful running this fast, this tight, and this close right here. Especially to someone who says they hate this track, they're no good at it. You don't want to get too close to them because sometimes they seem to mess up just a little bit in the wrong spot at the wrong time. And 9 times out of 10, the person around them is going to get some damage. All right. Spider out there leading, not able to pull away from his teammate, and his teammate not able to pull away. Oh, as Johnny gets to the outside of Hayden. Oh, he tried to look for the crossover there. I saw what he was doing. I just didn't think he had the speed to do it, but here he goes. Inside of Hayden, so put Spider up to 2nd, but Hayden's going to try to cross him over. Coming out of that corner, and no, Favre's going to go. As we are riding along with C-Dot, watching the battle in front of him. Oh, and Favre. Oh, Nat. Who was that? What in the?
That was Knack.
Well, there goes Knack. Knack to the back.
Put C-Dot. He just took full advantage of Lucifer.
He did. And I'm not saying, you know, Favre would never do anything like that on purpose. Knack is a very aggressive driver. Favre is a very aggressive driver when needed to be. And that just looked like it was a racing incident. It didn't look like any of that was done on purpose. Just before the race got started, I went and popped over in their lobby, talked to them for a little bit. This is a very loose track. As you can see, just riding with Hayden. Hayden not one to get loose often. Just sliding around some of these corners. So this is a very, very oily, loose track. Oh, is Favre taking a peek on the inside of... Oh, backing out of it just a little bit to get the drive off the corner. But I do believe Favre has the faster car. Is he going to be able to get around C-Dot before they make their move for the pits? And who is going to make that move first? We got pit stops coming up here in the next few laps. If it's, say, within the next 8 to 10 laps, we'll be getting all these guys into their boxes, getting some fresh rubbers, and making a few adjustments.
With
oh, and Favre spun out. Put Favre going to the back, dropping through the field. And Lucifer, by process of elimination, back up to 3rd place. Oh, and King C-Dot sideways going in and out of the corner. So C-Dot's tires coming out from underneath him here as he's got some of that oil in the wrong spot. Let's see. I cannot believe Lucifer in the top 3 after talking about how horribly bad he was here. A shout out to old Hayden Rogers. Fighting up. He needs to have a good finish. Trying to stay up there in that top 3.
As put Ty Kangas on pit road. So he will be the first one to take it.
Ty Kangas taking it to the house, boxing up and getting some rubbers. Looks like Gonzalez might be doing this. Nope, just kidding. JK. As we have a yellow out in sectors 2 and 3. These boys want to make sure they're not speeding through those, get those penalties early and be down in a hole the remainder of the event. We don't want to do that.
don't want to be wrong about this, but I believe that was JD Ramon that was brought out the caution on Sector 2.
Who?
JD Ramon, Jake, your best friend.
So here's Favre on the inside of Mike. Mike hits the brakes, lets Favre go, but is he going to try to do the crossover? He does not. He lets Favre go on the inside. These two right here racing together. I mean, they know each other very well. They've raced around each other for years, and they know everybody, each of pretty sure what the other one's going to do. So you're not going to see much going on between those two. Trying to find a good battle here. I'm going to say if I get there, might be this one. See, that's why I've been riding on Lucifer most of this race, because you can still see 1, 2, 3.
I'd go to CDOT as he they were down 2 seconds, but he's brought it in within a second.
But he brought Hayden with him, so Hayden's getting a really good view of this catch of the lead. That's why I was riding with him, because you're seeing CDOT close in on Spider, but you're also seeing Hayden being brought along with CDOT.
Yeah.
Man, it would be so exciting to see Cliff get a win here. Joined in the league in the middle of season 7. And joined it in. Oh, and Spider spins out, puts CDOT out front, and Hayden back up to second. There we go, talking about, that's the first time talking good about somebody, that something good has happened to them, and that is CDOT getting the lead off the misfortunes of Spider. Oh, and Hayden taking a peek on the inside of CDOT, getting a little aggressive, but it is what it is. It wasn't aggressive. It just,
yeah, no, it was.
He backed out of it. I mean, I don't want to come off as though it was aggressive. That's not what it was. It was, he was taking. I feel like he was taking a peek, trying to get. I think he was trying to get CDOT off his game, looking in his mirror to see which way Hayden was going to try to pass him, and just kind of mess up his line. I mean, that's what Hayden's good at. That he's good at the mind games, and that's what drivers have to do in F1. All these cars are so similar in speed and stuff that, I mean, you kind of have to play a few mind games in these F1 races with how you do your restarts. You don't always do the same one twice. Where you're going to pass them. Are you going to juke them high, juke them low? Which way are you going to go? And like him trying to break the draft from CDOT. Oh, and CDOT going to bail it in on the outside. CDOT not holding back. He said, I don't give a two poops if you are the champion. I'm going to run and try to win this race. As he pushes Hayden low, Hayden pushes him high, and they are side by side for the lead here in Portugal. Oh, CDOT jumping to the outside, going to the inside, put CDOT back out front, but Hayden going to do the crossover here. Oh, man, this is some good damn racing tonight, boys. Hell yes, let's go. So put Lucy back out front, CDOT in second, Johnny third, Spider fourth, Knack back from the back up to fifth, sixth is DB the best, seventh is Far Forever, eighth MJ Brass, ninth Wolfsburg, 10th Paul, 11th Ty Kangas, 12th X-Brass, and 13th, bringing up the tail of the field, JD Ramon 277.
As Lucifer's on the hard tires, I believe CDOT's on mediums. So
how do you see that?
I'm just checking this because of you look at the outline of the tires.
I like it.
Mediums are yellow.
Oh no, I know.
White.
I know.
So
Lucifer's on hards, King CDOT's on mediums, Johnny, Spider, Knack, DB, Favre, all on hards, Wolfsburg on hards, and Brass on hards. Everyone else on medium tires.
Yeah. So you gotta look at that pass for Lucifer on C-Dot. Could C-Dot's tires be wearing out, coming to their lifespan coming to an end? So
they could be. We are on lap 12.
And could we see C-Dot have to pit before Lucifer?
But now, if you are C-Dot, do you go mediums again? Do you go softs? Or do you stay out? Or excuse me, do you go hards, or do you stay out and try to get in the range for where you can run softs to the end?
Well, that's going to be all based off of how far Lucifer can pull away. If Lucifer is able to pull away and C-Dot has to pit before, I would go hards depending on what tires Lucifer takes, which we won't know until after C-Dot, if we're going off of C-Dot's perspective. I would go hard tires for him so he would be able to get a longer run on Lucifer. And going with that longer run, that would give him the opportunity to go softs to them. And going with that.
Eric wants to shout out to his boy Paul, who told him about our broadcast tonight, told him to tune in at work today. So thank you, Paul, for bringing in your work buddies. Jack O'Neill, what is up? Hell yes, let's go. Oh, and Lucifer himself from the lead. Sup, beautiful Niner? Not much, you beautiful Hayden. Go get me a trophy. Send it my way. Dedicate this win to me, buddy. I like it. Wait, this win? Oh, I'm calling my chicken this early in the race? Nah, there's still 20 laps to go. I don't know if Hayden's going to be able to pull this one off. You know, we always say here, it's not a true win if he doesn't win by at least 10 seconds. Even at the tracks he hates. So, riding around, as I was going through our comments from our loyal viewers, let's see here. So Spider's in third. I mean, you can kind of see third, fourth, kind of whenever they're going around some corners here. There's Knack running fourth in that AlphaTauri machine.
Yes, C-Dot and MJ Bross are on pit road.
Yep. All right. So.
And I believe C-Dot is taking hard tires.
So there goes Hayden. There goes Johnny. So Johnny's the one that's kind of trying to track him down, but I just don't see. I don't see Johnny getting there. They're all on the same compound. And these will go about 18 laps, right? I mean, they'll go longer than that, but they're going to want to pit at about 18. I would say 18 to 21. Because they would, at that point, only have 12 laps to go at 21. At that point, you could probably put on mediums.
Yeah, I would.
Because your hards won't get good until the race is over if you put them on that late. So being on these hard tires, they really have to be planning their pit stops out.
Absolutely. So yeah, so I would run these tires if it's to the point where it gets unbearable. So try to run it to around the 18 lap, the 20 lap mark. Like
okay, so how much of a fall off are you going to want on these? If you're running, 147s or something here, I mean, how many seconds do you want to fall off on your tires, and when do you start feeling the fall off on the hard tires? Which, I mean, I know you haven't raced this game, and you don't know this particular track's tire compounds and what this game does to these tires. These guys have been practicing here all week, obviously, so I mean, they know.
Yeah. I would say right around where the tires start feeling like when they were cold.
Okay.
Because you saw with the hard tires, with them being cold, Lucifer was getting loose spinning. It was, I mean, it's all going to come down to when are those tires going to feel like they're going to be cold again. Because when the tires are at the hottest, they're at their best.
Oh, shoot. Jack O'Neill, that is Free Willie, man. Willie getting that top 3 last week, not able to get in the race tonight. Man, we were talking about you before the race started, wishing you would be in here to try to back up that podium finish that you and your teammate both got last week, getting you some good, much-needed points. But hopefully we'll see more of Free Willy next week. Do you know, Sniper, when we were in the victory lanes last week talking with the boys, that was Free Willy's first podium. Now, that guy has been up front. He started late in Season 7, but he came out of the box swinging. Like, I was like, did somebody change their name? Like, who is this guy? Like, how is he already up here, running with Hayden? Like, he's super fast, and I was not expecting him to say the other night that was his first podium. So, I mean, I actually felt really bad not knowing that. I really thought I'd already interviewed him, but to be honest, I believe that was the first time I ever heard his voice. I went back and watched some streams this week, just trying to get hyped for this race and see if we raced here last season, which we didn't. And yeah, I mean, so congratulations. Kind of sucks he couldn't be here tonight to back up his best career finish, but I have a feeling that Free Willy will be here in the eRacing Pro Series for a long time to come. Because unlike some series that come and go and stay for a few years and fall apart due to bad leadership or management or whatever, this one seems like it might stick around for a while. There's a lot of fast guys, a lot of smart guys over here in this league. So DB does a great job running this one, and these boys seem to be happy racing for him, and I definitely enjoy broadcasting for him. So anybody looking for a good league to join, I know there's a few races left here in this season, but there's always room to grow, room to come over and practice with them, get fast, and find you a good family and a good group of people to race with during the week. And there's a good one right here in the eRacing Pro Series. And they're always looking for backup drivers because somebody could be out there driving Willy's car tonight if they had a backup driver for him. So get up with Free Willy if you want to be a backup driver. Maybe you can test that out for him if he's not going to make a race next time. And shout out to Free Willy's boss who scheduled him to work tonight. He needs a doctor's note for Monday nights. He has a addiction, and we have counseling on Monday nights. He's supposed to be here in the F1 series, where my name's Dr. Niner, and I'd like to prescribe Willy the
Monday nights off.
The prescription for the itch of racing, and it's the best on the planet. So if you want to be happy at work, you need to make sure he's off on Monday nights, because homeboy will he'll get his therapy. He'll get his therapy right here with these boys. So so watching Knack here trying to close in. I mean, this track is so big, and they don't give me the helicopter view here. Like, this is one of the tracks I don't get that. There's a helicopter view that sometimes they'll give me in the broadcast side of it, but this isn't one of them. So I'm trying to get it to where, and I'm riding along with Knack here for a minute, but you can see the top two. You can see behind him, and a little bit you can see them coming over that hill. But Favre obviously went in the pits, so he's 8 seconds back behind him. But Knack is new this year, and he's been a top 5 contender most races. So let's see. See, that's that blind corner. Oh, and he gets a little loose coming out of that corner. So I was talking to a sniper earlier. Let's jump on board on the... where's it? There we go. We're going to jump on here. So there's a bunch of blind corners here that you have to know your surroundings, know your braking points, because there are points where you're riding in this view here, which a lot of people use this as their race view, where you don't see which way the track turns in front of you because you're up above it. You're going to drop down into the track. And you kind of have to really, really practice and know your surroundings, know your braking points, or you're going to end up, in no-no land.
You'll be doing victory donuts without a victory.
Yes, that's a great way to put that, old sniper. All right, so these guys on hards out there, 18 laps now. Of those tires, you have Wolfsburg on 17-lap hards, Bross on 16-lap hards. Everyone else, under 7 laps on their hards. But these boys on the 18s. So I say they're going to be pitting in the next 5 laps. What do you give me, Sniper?
Next 2.
Next 2 laps. Okay, I will I will bet you. No, I won't. I ain't gonna do a setup game. And we're under a safety car.
Nope, just 6 2. Yep. Full course caution.
Who is it? Who is it? Okay, Favre has all his parts and pieces. Lucifer has all his parts and pieces. King C-Dot? C-Dot has all his parts and pieces. Well, where'd the... What, WT... Is it DB? Does DB have... He has all his parts and pieces. Nobody's missing a wing! Oh. No? No, nobody's missing a wing.
Johnny Damon is in the lead.
Yeah, that's because a bunch of people on pit road. Or on pit lane. But still, I just didn't see any damage. Who was the safety car for? Ooh, a ghost safety car with 13 to go. Oh, J.D. Ramon says it was for Hayden.
That's why I was a little confused on why he was.
Well, this was a great time for the caution to come out, or the safety car to come out, as they had 18 laps on those hards. The only one that looks like they're not taking advantage of it is Xpros. Not sure what's going on there. He's on pit road now. Okay, never mind. I was looking at the wrong spot. All right, so this is going to get everybody pretty equal. I think everybody's going to come out on mediums. We're going to have about 12 to go when the green flag waves. And Johnny Damon, in a spot he is used to being in this season.
The McLaren. Not the kind, the Mercedes. God.
He's been up front a lot this year, so put Johnny up front. And, you know, while we have a break in the action here, I do want to give a shout out to Wolfsburg Tuner. Man has stepped up this season, has started making a lot of graphics for the eRacing Pro Series, and dude is amazing. He's got... I wish I had my setup on. My laptop broke, so I haven't been able to get everything right, and I can't find my charger for my other one. So, but next week I will have it where we have the split screens, and we're back to doing side-by-sides and stuff. But he makes like the point standings with the cars and the drivers and the constructor standings, and just, you know, nobody asked him to. He just started making it, and he does an amazing job. So always nice when someone in the league has some free time and decides, you know, to do some things to just, you know, spice up people's lives. Especially, you know, some of us, this is our outlet. This is what we do, and to have someone in the league, like, you know, make you a victory card or make you those things to show, you know, they care. That's just awesome. So I do want to give a big shout out to Wolfsburg for that, because you know, something nobody asked him to do, but he does it, and he does a great job at it. And people definitely need to be thanked and for when they do things like that. So awesome.
As Lucifer just posted on the live chats, he spun up the hill and damaged his wing.
Yeah. Jake right before that told me it was Hayden. So we did learn that, but now we know what he did. So going to be really interesting to see him restarting halfway through the field, around a bunch of fast guys, around the fastest guys. But at a track he prefers not to be at.
But we know he has the speed to lead.
He does have the speed to lead, but does he have the speed to get back to the lead from sixth? Now he has to not only have the speed, but he has to have the car. When you're out front leading, you don't have to have the car that handles great, because you kind of have the track at your mercy. When you're back there where he is, you have a bunch of fast guys around you that are going to pinch you down in corners, and you have to be able to hold it. And if you know, he's a champion. He's the leader in this group right now in the points, and you don't want to see him, you know, not be able to hold his car, because that's not what a champion does. champions should be able to drive under any circumstances. So we're going to see probably the best racing come out of Hayden right here. I would not take my eyes off of that McLaren running there in 6th. You got some hungry guys behind him, though, man. DB has been dealt some bad hands with fast freaking cars this year. Still not able to capitalize and get that win. Really thought he was going to get it last week, and then I've blamed it on a lot of things this year, and that was one of the freaky things. The game took control of his car, gave it back to him, took control of it, and then when he's been turned, they took it back from him, and then when he got it back, it spun him out. I blame that on Mercury retrograde. If you don't know what that is, Google it. It ends tomorrow. Praise effing Jesus. It ends tomorrow.
Trust me. Niner gave me a full crash course on it last night. So if you are a big astrology person.
And I really pray and hope that anybody who's listening to me right now has not bought a house, has not bought a car, and has not bought a computer in the last 2 weeks. I'm talking to you, good.
I'm looking on the the laps on the tires, and a lot of guys are on 2s. JD Ramon, he's on 13. DB's on 4.
Bro, if I scroll to JD Ramon right now, do you want to put a bet on this?
Oh God.
I won't even scroll.
What is the bet?
It's not Jake. He's gone. He's ghosted. It's not him driving. I'm pretty sure. Jake, message me in the chat and tell me if I'm wrong. Are you in AI mode right now? Because the JD Ramon I know wouldn't be settling for last place. Only his AI would.
And I do want to point this out, and this happened early in the race. MJ Bros, or NASCAR World Mike RPM, does have a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, so we're going to ride along here with CDOT as we got the green back out and 11 to go, and around goes Hayden again. Lucifer, oh man, the devil is working in that boy tonight as he is in the
JD Ramon.
I am. Oh, look at that. All right, and so the only person who can beat Hayden now is JD Ramon. Oh wait, no he can't. So Hayden back there 7 seconds back after spinning out. Wanted to ride along with him, but he did not give me the opportunity. As Knack, Spider, and King CDOT are all chasing this guy, Johnny Damon.
Johnny on the spot.
And we have a 2-sector caution, and it's cleared. Oh, and Hayden and CDOT bumping uglies. I would love to know what had happened. And JD Ramon getting a speeding penalty. Well, we're going to have to chalk this one up to he might not win tonight. So out front, we have Spider trying to hold off Knack. Because they ain't catching Johnny at the moment.
No.
So we have 9 to go.
But we have seen drivers close in bigger gaps than the gap now.
We have seen some huge gaps get closed up. Absolutely. And it's normally because the guy in front of him makes a mistake. This race, not necessarily mistakes between drivers. It's been just driver mistakes. So it's not people hitting each other and wrecking each other. It's drivers just kind of losing it all on their own. Really, no wrecks in here tonight that I've seen. Are you able to, blame somebody else before and it was somebody took me out, it's kind of like the track's just taking you out. Like you just that tad bit on the loose side, just enough to where you just lose it coming out of the corner. And that's why these guys are professionals. And that's why these guys are here racing on a Monday night.
That is why we are in the booth.
And that's definitely why I'm not racing the game. Although I do have a lovely F1 attachment for my wheel that I used to put on a lot and jump in this game, and then I realized I sucked. So now it hangs on my wall as a piece of art.
Rock it on the window, but Lucifer's coming as he just set the fastest lap.
Yes, but 8 seconds back of Johnny Damon, and there are 8 laps to go. I do not, and this is not a challenge to Hayden at all, because I know
Yes,
sometimes
it is.
I know no, it's not.
Challenge.
I know sometimes when I say stuff, he wants to make it into a challenge. This isn't a challenge. There is no way on this earth that Hayden is going to make up a second a lap, passing people, and win this race. So,
Hayden, that's a challenge. I challenge you.
So, the funny thing is Hayden helped make this game, and so he just pressed the red button under his desk and had them bring out a safety car so that he could catch back up to the field.
Has retired from the session.
So, Hayden
Full course.
getting a full course safety car.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, I am so sorry for the rest of you boys in this league. But Lucifer is coming, and hell hath no fury like a Lucifer running through the field.
Yep. And 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane.
Who?
I believe Favre just got a 5-second speeding penalty.
Uh-oh. All right. And this right here is why Hayden starts qualifying on mediums. Wants to have those softies with 6 laps to go here in Portugal.
As yes, it was Favre with a 5-second speeding penalty. It looks like the speeding penalties from FR have come to F1 and have struck Favre.
Is the speeding penalty the equivalent of a black flag?
No, actually black flag is not as bad because that doesn't add time to your final.
No, it just adds 15 seconds to your pit stop.
Yeah. So, well, that's the thing. I'd rather have a speeding penalty on NASCAR than have a speeding penalty on F1.
Oh, dude, well, look at that. Somebody's bringing up football in the old YouTube chat. Hold on, let me read this. I believe this one is a good one. It's not one of those Niner haters. Hold on, I think he's a good.
McCaffrey trade made you guys a freaking unstoppable team. Good game Saturday.
Okay. Do you know I'm so tired of people saying good game Saturday? I'm not even Catholic and I need to say some Hail Marys for what I was saying on my TV at halftime.
You were not even able to talk to your friends.
I muted everybody. I told all of them to shut the F up. When they kicked that field goal and went up, when they got the lead going into halftime, I was like, this is the shit I was talking about, Seattle being our kryptonite. People don't understand, man. Every time we get happy and excited and we're having a good season, here comes Seattle to be the birds that shit on our head while we're or while we're at our wedding. You know, that's what that little chicken hawk is. I can't. There's no team on the entire NFL that I can't stand more than the Seattle Seahawks. I don't give a shit who their quarterback is, who their coach is. Just the name Seattle Seahawks makes me want to lose my lunch.
You mad, bro?
That's how you know I'm a true Niners fan.
As Favre went back down pit road, I believe he might be assessing the speeding penalty.
Yeah, and so that might work out in his favor because I haven't seen the going back green this lap. Safety car going in, lights still on. So Favre might have enough time, but without getting another speeding penalty trying to catch the safety car to catch back up to the field. I mean, he's only, 11 seconds behind 11th place, which they're still trying to catch the leader as well. Some of those guys still coming down. I would say they could all be within a second of They should all be within a second of safety cars going in. So we have a couple corners, and we'll be going back green here. And we will be going green with 5 laps to go here at Portugal. I'm sorry we didn't bring any food recipes for y'all tonight. Yoshi wasn't here, and I forgot. My stepdad, who taught me how to make Portuguese sausage, we don't talk anymore because he's kind of a dick, so didn't get that recipe from him.
That's always, yeah. Always fun.
It is. So, you know what? 5 to go. Let's do it. Who do we think is going to win tonight, boys? Let's hear it on YouTube. Shout out your driver.
Who do you think's going to win, Niner?
You got to give me a corner or two because I need to see something.
You want to see if Lucifer is going to drive that living hell out of his car.
Yep. All right. My pick to win tonight is going to be Lucifer, as he goes from 8th to 4th, 5th, 6th, 5th, 4th. Thank you. 8th to 4th in one corner. Lucifer going to win this race tonight. Who's pick, Sniper?
I'm going to go with Spider. I'm going to go with his teammate.
Okay. You like that? How I just went straight to him, jumped on his car, and I was like, I need a corner, dude, to let you know if I'm going to pick him or not. And sure as shit, I was going to pick him.
Yep, see that.
Because now he is all over the top 3 with soft tires. 2-lap soft tires. They have 8-lap mediums. Softs, Algo mediums all day.
I do remember when they used to have ultra softs or super softs. Those.
Oh, and he got see, that's okay. Maybe I should have looked to see who was in front of him.
Max Spider and Johnny Dane are in front.
I'm not worried about Spider or Johnny. Not worried about Knack either. I mean, Knack's he wouldn't be here if he wasn't a good driver. All right, so back there behind Lucifer, you have MJ Bros and King C Dot again. Looking, I mean, this is going to be an interesting one. Mike and old Cliff here, they tend to seem to find each other towards the end of these races every week.
And they both have penalties.
They do. They're both very good drivers as well. You ever met somebody that's so much like you that you can't get along with them?
Yes.
There you go. That's them. In my opinion, in my unprofessional therapist opinion, they're so much alike that they can't be around each other. But they're both fast, man. They're both fast. They're both great.
Oh, absolutely.
So DRS enabled this lap as we have 3 to go. And Lucifer up there past Knack. Now he's chasing down his teammate Spider. And Spider, who is in DRS zone of Johnny Damon. So when he gets that DRS, you see him close up real quick on Johnny Damon. And there's Hayden all over the back of his teammate Spider. And this is where having DRS enabled and teammates nose to tail can be very, very deadly. Especially when you're talking about Spider and Hayden, who work very well together. I am sad. It's hard for me to say, and I feel really bad saying this just because I don't really show favoritism. I really do love all these guys equally, except maybe J.D. Ramon. I mean, me and him have our own beef. But Johnny's a sitting duck, bro. That's all I gotta say. Johnny is a sitting duck.
With wolves on the prey.
Oh, they're coming to bounce, bro.
He's got the spider monkey and the devil on his back. He let her run.
They're coming to pounce, and I think he knows that. So I mean, he's trying to get that second gap between them, so that they can't use that DRS on him. But he's just not able to pull away from him enough to shut it down. So it's not when, or it's not if, it's when at this point. And it looks as though Johnny coming around to get 2 laps to go.
No, Niner, if you're in Johnny's spot, what do you do?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what would you do?
Hold on a minute. I would do exactly what Johnny is doing, and that is trying my hardest to just make him make a mistake. Make him run you hard. Make him lose his wing. Make him spin. Make him do something. Do not just roll over and give it to him, because that's a intimidator move. Oh, and he is making him going to have to pass him on the outside, but there it is. Oh, Hayden backing out to let Johnny go? I just don't... I don't know.
The devil plays.
He's going to pounce. No, he's going to pounce at the right... when he thinks it's the right time, and Johnny is smart enough to make the block. I'm not going to change my pick. I still think Hayden's going to get this, but I think Johnny's going to make it really freaking hard for him. Hayden's backing down to get the run. Hayden's backing down to get the run for sure, and pounce on him when he least expects it. And I think Johnny is starting to figure out Hayden's games. I mean, these guys, there's so many mind games that you have to play in this. And then, I mean, behind that, look at that, like Knack all over the back of Spider and Hayden right now. As we have 1 lap to go, I mean, what do? Are you trying to block Knack and get your team 2 podiums, or are you trying to go up there and get Johnny Damon? Now Hayden has to make a decision. Are you going to try to stay with Spider so he can keep your air and you know, you guys get a 1-2 or a 2-3, or is Hayden going to go up there and try to challenge for the win? Oh, he's going for the second one. He's going to go up there and try to challenge for the win.
Yeah.
Who am I kidding?
Now, if you were in the same position, you'd be going for the wins.
Maybe. Depends on who was in front of me. You know.
Especially if I was in front of you.
I owe somebody a few blocks, I guess, for something they did for me this weekend that really irritated the living snot out of me, but that's a story for another broadcast.
Yes, it is.
Or tune into the podcast Wednesday night, where Muckafield and Dan are going to be right here on the Hell Yes Let's Go Racing Series, or Racing Network. And Hell Yes Let's Go, one of the producers of the Three Guys Opinions podcast, where this week's special guest, Bam Bam Twitch. But here we are, coming around the last corner, and proved wrong tonight. Johnny Damon with the win. Hayden only able to get back to second. Spider third. So I picked Lucifer to get up there and rough him up, and good old Johnny able to hang it out there, able to give a few blocks to Hayden and let him know it's not going to be easy for you to get by me, and force Hayden to back up, and then he just wasn't able to get back up there to him. So Johnny Damon, big win tonight. Just awesome to see those blocks in the last couple of laps there, forcing Hayden to play offense and then play defense when he started getting people behind him. So Johnny with the big win tonight. McLaren second and third. So 2 weeks in a row now, we have teammates sweeping the podium position second and third with a winner this week. Johnny, what is up, man?
Oh, man. Wow, all I can say is what a race the last few laps. Hayden was breathing down my throat, and man, I was doing everything I could. I'm fortunate I spun out early in the race because I think I had the pace to probably pull away a little bit, considering I caught back up. But I'm happy with the end result, and that's all that matters. But kudos to Hayden and kudos to Spider. They were breathing down my neck for the last few laps there.
Yeah. Oh, hey, man. That was a fun race to call. 100%. I mean, Hayden with 2 laps to go there. When the green flag came back out, Sniper asked me, who did I pick to win, and I said, give me a minute. So I had to jump on Hayden's car to see what he did in the first 3 corners, because I've noticed that when Hayden gets on a different tire compound than the people in front of him, he will drive a little bit more aggressive to gain multiple spots at the green flag and try to get up there in that top 4. If he could have got up in the top 4, I was like, Hayden's the man to beat. And so I picked Hayden to win the race. Well, then when he got to the back of you, it's like you knew what his next move was going to be, and you got there before him, making him check up enough to where he fell back to Spider, and you were able to pull away, and that's what, to me, got you the win. And it was fantastic moving on your part. Great situational awareness and knowing your surroundings and knowing how the other guys in the league race. So, great job, man. Good win for you tonight. That was a fun race for sure to call from my aspect.
Thank you.
So, good job, man. Any shout outs you want to give to anybody? You're the winner. You get to the floor is yours, man.
Well, I mean, I'm glad to have Ty as my teammate. I'm fortunate, Spider went over to the McLaren team, but it's been a lot of fun working with Ty this year. The communication, the setup work that we've been doing, so it's been a lot of fun. So, Team Mercedes, hopefully these next few weeks we can close the gap a little bit more.
All right, so, next season, I'm going to need Johnny to come up to the booth a couple races and work with me, because that was the perfect segue into this right here. The teammates that are just tearing it up this season, Spider and the guy with many names, Hayden Lucifer. I'm going to start with you, Spider. Spider, so leaving the team last year and coming over here with Hayden, were you expecting like this to be the way that this was going to go? Like you were going to get 2 wins to start the season off? You're just going to be every week. It just seems like you're one of the top 3 to beat. Like, was this what you were looking for when you joined up with Hayden this season? Or, I mean, did you see it coming? Or like, just give me a little insight on that. And again, congratulations on your top 3 tonight.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, as soon as Hayden and I found out we were going to be teammates, I was like, all right, this is a storm of ruin. And, we just put in the time, and I think we're a pretty good team, so see where the rest of the season takes us.
That is fantastic. It's really nice seeing you running up there. Like I said, weekly, you're our top 3 every week up there running. Sometimes things just don't fall your way, but when they do, I mean, you get the win. 2 of them so far this season, and then the points leader, your teammate Lucifer Hayden Rogers, man. Kind of the same question to you, but in reverse. Like, is there anything specific that Spider's brought to you to help your performance get boosted this season and get you all these, podium finishes you've been nailing off?
Just great teamwork. Spider's a great teammate. He definitely plays the team game, and like we always practice together, come up with strats and how we're gonna attack the race. But yeah, the race didn't really go my way as I wanted it to, of course. And a few
we had a lot to say about it, dude. Like, there was a couple times you were I forgot halfway through the race when you were leading and you had a pretty decent lead. I was like, oh, he said he hated this track and he wasn't going to lead. He wasn't going to win this race.
Yeah, I put in the time and effort to try and get good at the track.
Yeah, when I saw you and Spider get linked up there with like 2 to go, I was like, Johnny's a sitting duck, dude. It's not if, it's when. Because, you 2 were just working so well together. I don't know. I mean, I saw the blocks that he threw on you. He kind of knew where you were going to go. He was definitely there. Like, right as you were going for it, he just got you. From our aspect. I mean, we get a different angle than you do, obviously. But he played the block game perfect. No harms in it, no fouls in it. I mean, it was the way you do these races. And Johnny earned that one, but you were working hard to get it. So, definitely big shout out McLaren tonight. That was fun to watch them right there at the end trying to work their way up through the field. and Hayden with another podium finish. Probably going to extend your points lead a little bit tonight, I would assume.
I believe so.
And I liked your pit strategy or your tire strategy in qualifying. A couple other guys seem to have tried that as well, because I saw a lot of soft tires coming out at the end of that race. So people listened to the broadcast, I'm guessing, and listened to your victory lane speech last week about your tires. So maybe you're slowly helping everybody.
Yeah, my tire strategy is obviously like I said, me and Spider work on them like prior to the race, so we know what we're gonna do, so we're not stumped when the race day comes.
But I mean, that's what teammates are for, man. It's amazing. And I don't know if any of y'all have met Sniper. Sniper, do you have any questions for these guys tonight? And Sniper, one of my other broadcast buddies from other leagues, he's going to be with us the rest of the season along with Yoshi. So get used to him. Sniper has a lot of awesome questions, and every once in a while he'll throw you a weird one. So what you got, Sniper?
I mean, this was mainly for Lucifer. As we were watching, we saw you and C-Dot make a little contact towards the end of the race. Was that incidental? Did anything happen, or was that just racing?
The contact? Which one?
It was coming around the first, around sector 2, like first corner sector 2. There was a small little contact. He went wide, and you were able to get around him.
Oh, C-Dot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came back onto the track very dangerously, in my opinion. And he bashed my wheel. I nearly lost it. I managed to keep hold of the car, which I am gonna be reporting that it was an undangerous return to the track. Like, he turned right into my lane as I'm a faster car approaching and him returning. So that's gonna get reported for sure.
Alright,
Well, there's that one. You know, I have a thing about penalties being handed out in the broadcast booth. We just don't do that. We had a bad episode of that in another league one night where
we did.
Favre and DB and I were broadcasting a race, and we were just calling stuff we saw, and apparently we handed out like 13 penalties that night. It wasn't what we were meaning. We didn't mean to point them out like that. We were just, broadcasting. And so that definitely changed the way I broadcast that race, I can tell you that. They were great race tonight. This was one of my favorite races of the season. I can tell you one thing. I will not be racing on this track. It is entirely too slick. Everybody was sliding around.
Baby.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way, bro.
No, this track is a really horrible track.
If I get on this track and race with any of y'all, I just want you to know I'm pressing the options button, and a computer will be racing my car, and you'll just think it's me.
All right, JD Ramon.
So there's that. I'm going to get better at this. Anybody know where we're going next week? It's like where in the world is eRacing series this week?
We are going to Hungary.
Ooh, Hungary. One of my favorite tracks. So
I do like Hungary, so
I do too. It's going to be a good race. There's a lot of guys in this league that like Hungary, so it is going to be a great race. And it seems like everybody's just only getting better, man. Every week you see new names up there running up front. I mean, C-Dot qualifying second. That was awesome to see. Favre third again in qualifying. He's going to get a pole one of these weeks. And, man, the biggest story for me of this season is where has DB been? He's been running up front, and then just stuff happens to him. Ready to see DB get up there, get him a podium, get him a win. Hopefully that'll be here in the next couple of weeks. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you have any questions for you guys, type it in the comments. I made it where comments will be available. We can read them. And if you guys have any questions you want me to ask these guys once I get up here in the booth, just shoot me a message on PlayStation. Shoot me a message on the chat. We've been watching the chat on YouTube all night long. And if you guys want to race with these guys, get up with DB. He doesn't mind people jumping in for practice races. And if you're good enough, maybe you could, fill in so Free Willy doesn't have to not see his car out there while he's watching the race at work. And shout out to Free Willy for, being very active on social media tonight and on YouTube. And, we'll catch you guys next week. Yoshi will be back, so it won't be just the boys up here. We'll have everybody's favorite foodie will be back up here in the booth next week. So take care, and we'll catch you guys next week right here in the eRacing Pro Series.